Congrats Potato Melon plays on being first.
Hey, all right, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. It's well, definitely it's been a while. I get it. It's like 6 days since the last stream. I'll probably explain more in a bit. But yeah, hello, everyone. Just been talking to Monica O2 here in the chat. Congrats, by the way, on getting the sub. Yeah, this is the mod that doesn't have the Monica route. It does have like the extras and stuff. So we do have this in the game. Oh wait, I am not showing the game. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I have to get used to making sure that I show the game. So yeah. The one that you don't go crazy. Yeah. As far as I know. And yeah. So that's why I prepared this command. So no horror. Well, excluding the Halloween one, which we did go by last stream. I think that's the only horror element there. But yeah, this is more like if it's written like a more traditional visual novel, I guess. So we got less of that here. And also, yeah, Potato, thank you so much for being first. I almost forgot to also mention that. So yeah, we're pretty much ready to get started here, really. I've been doing the necessary preparations. I'm in enough condition to at least stream today. So just a heads up to everyone, we are multi-streaming because it is Doki Doki. I do multi-stream both YouTube and Twitch for this one. You like to try a mod, but not sure where to start? Well, for starters, since I do know a little bit of the behind the scenes on how visual novels work, Doki Doki Literature Club and all of its associated mods are actually pretty much run on Python as the base. So if you're familiar, and there is one engine that's very familiar to visual novels called RenP. So it is Python based. So I would say if you'd like to try making a mod, at least at the very start, the very fundamentals, you will need to learn Python a little bit. Because that's basically how at least a good amount of visual novels I think are on. I think most of them are still on RenP. Yeah. So yeah. RenP is not the first one that I got exposed to, actually. And maybe because this is me browsing Steam and doing the visual novels one. Lord knows what will be the next visual novel I'll stream here. So far, it's only been the like Doki Doki Blue Skies. I'll probably consider more once we wrap up this particular route. It won't be until a couple more years. Don't worry. The only route that's left for Doki Doki Blue Skies is like the Yuri one. So we're good. Yeah, RenP or Unity. Yeah, Unity I've seen a lot. Oh god. Don't get me started with Unity. I got exposed to that a little bit more while I was developing this model because fun fact, in order for me to get the cap on this model, I had to go through Unity because the asset that I used for the cap here is something that I need to use in Unity, and I needed to go on Unity anyways to do some of the other stuff, like doing the texture for this cap. What else did I needed to do on Unity? Oh yeah. But before, the latest updates, I used to use Unity as well to convert this model as well for VR chat, which, oh god, it's been a long while since I've touched VR chat. Not Blender? Oh yeah, Blender too. Yeah, Blender. Blender and Unity together, because I think I had to use Blender just to get the VRM into a format that is supported by Unity, and then vice versa. Yeah. Oh yeah, Blender too, because I used Blender because I needed to like optimize the model. There we go. Yeah. So that's how I used to go about it. All right, I'm just gonna make sure everything is still running. All right. I think we're good. No complaints, both on the YouTube and Twitch side. I have both chats open. But I think at the moment, I'm only able to show Twitch chat on stream because I kind of had to swap the chat widgets in a bit here. So yeah, so it's been a while. Let me see. Does loading it show? Oh wait, we're already on that. Actually, all right. Does it show the history? Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think just to recap where we're at right now is oh yeah, so us and Natsuki have been having a conversation. We kind of brushed the idea of whether we have crushes for each other, apparently, but we didn't go there. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Forgot how to use Blender, use it for model making and stuff. Ah, yeah, same. Like, the last time I touched Blender was like a couple of years ago, and that's basically around the time I used this model. So, no surprises there. But I don't think I wouldn't fully forget it. And also, hi Sana, welcome in. Yes, go ahead and also lurk. I know it is that season that you need to also be busy and stuff. So
hi Katori.
Totally understandable. Also Katori, welcome in. Belated happy birthday, by the way. Don't worry. I may be a day late, but still sending birthday greetings your way. All right. So I'm just trying to talk about my experience with Blender because yeah, I had to actually touch Blender when I was making this model, and I've had this model for like, well, way before I started streaming. So I had this model at least a year even before I started streaming with this model too. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I may need to relearn everything about Blender should I need to go. Don't have subs on UC Sinus. That's fine. Everyone, I appreciate the lurk. We're just here gonna do the stories and all. You're watching the Blue Skies Weekend. What to do the playthrough? Yep. I really enjoyed the mod. That's why I am doing this again after a very long time because the last time I streamed Blue Skies, yeah, it's like it's from an era where Project Sekai wasn't a thing. So this was the game that I was streaming regularly for a time with the Sayori route. So yeah, so me just picking up some of the things that this is definitely the game that I really enjoyed a lot too. Like from the first attempt of streaming from an era without Project Sekai. Yes. That's how long ago it was. That's how long ago it was. Can't we all imagine a time without Project Sekai? Even I had things. I can't even imagine it. let's just put it at that. Now, I considering the current conditions right now in Project Sekai, I was tempted to stream Project Sekai today, but with the current state of Cheerful Carnivals right now, oh goodness, yeah, I would rather not. I just booted up Project Sekai today, did all of my dailies, and the cheerful show. Yeah, no, not the cheerful shows. There's nothing cheerful about that. But as we put it on the story here, I do not feel good today. That's how I feel with Project Sekai lately. Let's just get the Cheerful Carnival to pass, and maybe after that, I'll start picking it up a little bit more. So until then, I'm just doing the bare minimum with Project Sekai lately. It feels like there's someone pounding the inside of my skull with a hammer. That was me last night, friend. So we're kind of like that with the MC right now. Not only that, I'm covered in sweat and my nose is clogged up to no end. You're sick. I really should call Natsuki and cancel for today. I'm in no shape to go out. That's the worst feeling. And, well, you've got to be kidding me. All right. Reluctantly, I drag myself out of bed and walk to the door. Oh, and it's Natsuki. I see Natsuki's facial expression change. Oh, jeez. What's up with you? I'm sick, if you couldn't tell. My voice is just... Oh, should I try to recreate this voice? My voice is extremely raspy. It sounds like I've been smoking for 20 years. All right. Let's try the smoker voice. Yes. Wait. Maybe I should be slightly sick for this too, but, you know. You should. Chain smoker. I cannot channel it, Sana. I need to channel it. Alright, Nanika, glad for you to drop by. Hopefully you can drop back in a little bit later. I don't know how long I'll stream today. Maybe. I actually do want to stay up this time around because I need to adjust my sleeping schedule once again after being in Philippine hours this week. Alright. A sneeze interrupts me, causing Natsuki to take a step back. You should probably just head home. I'm in no condition to go shopping for stuff. Sorry. You... She quivers her lip and averts her gaze. I feel terrible for canceling, but I really am not feeling good at all. Which sucks. Big time. Well... Maybe I could go out shopping and bring stuff back so we could make bentos. Bentos. All right. Go take out the walk, Sana. Honestly, I've been doing a lot of that for the past few days too. Can't blame me. I don't know that. Are you sure you'll be all right with that? I might just get you sick. It's fine. I don't care. Oh, God, I can't even focus with this headache. Well, if you want to, then I won't stop you. There's some money in my coat pocket. Would you mind getting me some headache medicine? I'm pretty sure that I'm all out. This is me trying to do the throat sore. Actually, you know what? My most popular clip is actually basically that. I can't replicate it though. Alright. I'm going back upstairs. I actually had that voice on stream. I just realized. Well, I watch as Natsuki fishes through my coat closet as I walk back up to the room. Actually, better idea. I'm gonna take a shower. I'll be back soon. Bye. My voice finally gave out, so my goodbye was barely audible. Aww. Wow, they even drew a bathroom scene for this mod. I should know because I don't think I ever seen this in the original Doki Doki. With a silent sigh, take off my clothes and turn on the shower. Shower only before 11 p.m. Well, it is before 11 p.m. here. So we're good. I read somewhere that soaking in a bath also helps with headaches. While I doubt there's science behind that claim, I'm sure that the placebo will make me feel a little bit better. Yeah. As the bath runs, my mind turns to the person who's been dominating my thoughts for a long time now. Oh, here we go. We had some exposition really coming here. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it, MC. Let's hear it. I feel incredibly grateful for how lucky I am to be on good terms with her. Talking to Natsuki is hard in itself. She's a very closed off person in most situations. Yep, that is true. Around Natsuki, you have to choose your words carefully, cause if you say the wrong thing, she'll get mad at you. Normally, that annoys the crap out of me, I've dealt with a couple of people like her before, and I always felt it was a chore to try and be their friend. Yeah. Not with her, though. I think she's worth the effort. Well, at least the bath looks ready. Alright, more bath thoughts. The water's pretty hot, so I ease into it relatively slowly. Once I'm completely in, I sink down into the tub, letting my headache slowly fade away. Oh, that's probably feels nice. See, we don't have those kinds of, like, you know, bathtubs and stuff. Only if, you know... Well, don't get me wrong, we do have some hotels here, and a neighbor did have a bathtub, a functioning bathtub, but I don't think that's functioning anymore. So yeah. Before I knew it, I'm out cold. Oh no. Did MC sleep in the bath? That ain't good. Hello? Huh? What was that? Oh, it's Natsuki. Hans, I'm back. Oh, of course. Either I was out for a while, or Natsuki's a really fast shopper. I'm tempted to respond, but my voice is still shot, so nothing comes out. Oh, yeah, I guess that means I have to go down and greet her. Oh well, it was time for me to get out anyway. The waters look warm now, and my fingers are prudy. Oh! I rise out of the tub and begin draining the water as I dry myself off. Luckily, I left my clothes on the bathroom floor, so I don't have to walk to my room naked. That's a good thing. Suddenly, I hear footsteps coming up the stairs. Oh boy. I mean, are we gonna see the trope here happening? Let's see. So I think it sounds like she's right outside the door. 1 second. Oh yeah, oh, I forgot. 1 second. Jeez, you sound horrible. I got your medicine. You better take it. With that, I hear Natsuki walk downstairs. Okay, crisis averted. Presumably towards the kitchen. You showered at 1 a.m. this morning, so I'm cooked. Well. Alright, so as I walk into the kitchen, I notice a few shopping bags resting on the counter. Of course, the medicine. Take those meds. Natsuki's over by the stove, placing a pot on the heater. Here, I'm gonna make you lunch, since I don't want you coughing all over the bentos. Oh god. Go sit down or something. I got this. I give Natsuki a meager thumbs up. Like, I would imagine the MC is like trying to be like this right now. Just barely. Alright. Oh yeah, and your medicine is in the bag. Take it with some water or something. I nod as I dig through the bags of groceries in search of my medication. Eventually I find it, and to my dismay, it's liquid sore throat medicine. You know, the kind that tastes absolutely terrible. Yeah. Lozenges are the way to go. Not this stuff. Anyway, I consider whether or not I should throw it away or just live with virtually mute for like a week. Ah, screw it. In one swift motion, I pour out the serving size and down it as fast as possible. Oh, that tastes horrible. I can relate. I need water. Fast. I rush over the cabinets and pull out a glass, quickly filling it up and drinking it. That bad? Actually, that'll be a good reminder to have hydrate. To also hydrate. I can only nod. Yes, it is that terrible. Natsuki rolls her eyes and goes back to cooking. Hey, not gonna lie, I was pretty impressed with doing that sound too. Once I rid my mouth of the taste as much as I can, I go into the living room and lay down on the couch. Looks like my headaches came back. Here, take this. What is it? It's water, duh. Oh. Thanks. I sit up and gratefully take the cup from her and watch as she saunters back into the kitchen. That's better. With a content sigh, I flop back onto the couch and reach for a manga novel lying on the coffee table nearby. About 15 minutes pass before Natsuki comes back into the living room. She's carrying 2 bowls and spoons, which she sets down on the table. Here, I made us miso soup for lunch. Oh, miso soup. That's a good kind of soup, not gonna lie. I think it'll help with your throat. Thanks. I'm gonna go get some more water. Before I can stand up, Natsuki snatches the cup out of my hands. I can do it. Alright then. Wasting no time, I dig into the soup. It's the spot. Oh, almost got into that voice. Not really saying those lines, just narrating. Natsuki returns with a full glass, which I immediately take another large swig from. Is your throat that bad? Yeah, it hurts. I can tell. You sound like an old man. I jokingly elbow Natsuki. Yep. I mean, I sound like one when I do it. Hey! What? You do it to me all the time. Shut up. I can't help but laugh. Alright, how do you laugh when you have sore throat? Is it like... Yeah, I think it's probably like that. So we're not Oh, wait. So, we're not making bentos, right? Not today, no. Natsuki averts her gaze. She has a sort of melancholic expression on her face. Yeah, sorry about that. I know how much you enjoy cooking together. Don't word it like that, dummy. I am thankful you're doing all this for me, though. You're a good friend. So are you. Nothing? Yep. Alright. That's Natsuki for you, everyone. Natsuki and I eat our miso in silence. For once, however, it's not an awkward silence, more just peaceful silence. It's like we don't need words to understand each other, especially in a situation like this. I mean, yeah, when your voice is kind of shot like this, and yeah, I probably have sounded worse before than the one time that I did still scream while my voice was shot. But yeah, I didn't have any breakfast, so I finished my soup relatively quickly. Natsuki does as well. Clearly, I'm not the only hungry one. There's still more soup if you want. Yes, please! Oh, okay. So your voice has changed from raspy to being just very low, like maybe an octave lower. Okay, I'll do that next. Finally, we're out of the raspy voice. We can adjust. Crazy what illness can do to you. Natsuki returns once more with another bowl of soup for each of us. Once again, there's a comforting silence as we eat our soup. Yeah. I can get behind like this kind of feeling. Sometimes just enjoying the company is just enough. I can tell she's disappointed about us not being able to make bentos this week. Suddenly, I get an idea. Hey, okay, how do I do an octave lower? Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? So, I've been thinking, how about next weekend? Oh, I don't know if I'm even doing an octave lower. I'll try. We make bentos at your house. You know, switch it up a bit. Oh, yeah. All right. Buckle up, everyone. I think we just hit an emotional bit here. No. Her outburst causes me to raise an eyebrow. I know by now I shouldn't press her, but, well, I've always been curious to her home life, as she's alluded to it before. Like, when she mentioned money was a sensitive topic. To hell with it. Sometimes she's just gotta throw caution to the wind. Why not? Natsuki. I said no! Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's... She rests her head on her hand and sighs. Oh. Listen, this doesn't live this room, okay? Her voice suddenly just became very monotone and serious. Yep. Here we go. Okay. You have my word. Thank you. My dad... it's hard to explain. But it all started when I was 12. My mom and dad, they used to run a shop together downtown. I actually used to work in it with them. It was fun for a while. But then my mom and dad had a huge fight. Mom was fed up with him, so she left. Went off to Europe or something, I don't know. Dad, it was never the same. Mom was such a huge part of him. She was his rock, and now she was gone. He never got over it. Yeah. Sorry, chat. This kind of hits home a little bit. Too much. By now, Natsuki has begun to tear up. I've tempted to wrap my arms around her, but I'm too shocked to move. All I can do is listen. Natsuki suppresses her cries and continues talking. I did not expect to get to the emotional part this early. Oh boy. Alright, fair warning everyone. I think we're about to hit something more emotional here. And yes. As something that I experienced in the Sayori route. This is likely gonna hit. Oh god, it's gonna hit a little bit deeper than the last time, because Sayori's route. Well, for those who are familiar with Doki Literature Club, which I know a good amount of people are, Sayori's route really covers more into her depression. So I guess here at Natsuki, this is gonna go deep into, like, Natsuki's experience, having to experience being separated with family and family issues overall. So, all right, buckle up. Enough stalling from me. He's always stressed out, always trying to keep the store running. We almost never see each other. Money was always sort of a problem, but it got so much worse after Mom left. Nowadays, there's almost nothing in my house to eat. I rarely eat. Natsuki, I don't want to stress out my dad by having a boy over. I'm not gonna do that to him. Natsuki lip quivers and finally the dam breaks and she begins crying. Aww. Instinctively, I wrap my arms around her. Huh? Hey, it's alright. It's alright. Let it all out, Natsuki. It's alright, I understand. After all, my own parents are separated too. I'm here for you. Yeah, let's forget. MC is also kind of in a similar situation too. Like, parents being separated. Speaking from personal experience, it sucks. Really. And I guess, with that, I guess you could all say that, yeah. I'll say I was raised with just one of the parents. I think that's the extent that I can say. That's why this part kind of hits a little bit home. Because yeah, I never really experienced having to be raised by both parents. So yeah, it's a complicated situation. But it is what it is. Pretty much I accepted the situation. Yeah. We just keep things going. But yeah, it just takes me back to those times, like, how, yeah. And I feel like I should say something. Also a divorcee child here. Aww. Sana. So yeah, I guess this is relatable to you too, huh? It is more common than we do think. See the thing is here, Sana, divorce isn't a thing here in the Philippines, which makes things a lot more complicated. Because yeah, I think we're so far like still one of the only few countries that don't have divorce. And not to go into all of the political that's involved there. I know it's always been on the table for a couple of years now, but still, yeah, that is how it is the state here. We do have something that's kind of like divorce, which is annulment, but it's not as easy. It's a very difficult process. And yeah, takes involves a lot of paperwork too. Yeah, we don't have divorce isn't a thing here. That's the thing. That's why family situations here are when separation happens, it's a lot more complicated because legally speaking, you can still be married on paper, but yeah, it's just the complications. But yeah, going back to the story here, what exactly you can do here? Like, so you see your friend just breaks down in tears. Of course, you're there to comfort the person, but what else you can really say? By saying you're here for them. Nothing. That's what I know that well enough from a personal experience. And sometimes you really can't say really more. Again, going back to what we said earlier about just being there, just being your presence alone could be enough, really, for certain people. Empty optimism does nothing to comfort you. To a certain extent, that is true. So that's all I can say right now, as much as I wish or could do or say more. Eventually, her grip loosens and we let go of each other. But to finally have, I mean, let's also let's kind of look into what Natsuki is feeling right now. This is probably the first time she's really shared her situation, and that goes to show how close the MC and Natsuki have really become. Well, obviously we're playing the Natsuki route here, so we kind of expect that this would happen, but Natsuki really did need that. So of course, Natsuki, anything for you. Once again, our gazes meet. My mind is moving a mile a minute. Those beautiful pink eyes. Natsuki, wait. No, this is all wrong. Not the best time to confess, probably, yeah. What? Nothing. Just a stupid question. Alright. I imagine that they're kind of just soft here. I'm gonna go get some more soup. Be right back. Before she can nod, I'm already headed for the kitchen. Jesus, that was too close. What were you thinking, Hans? Trying to confess to Natsuki while she's like this? You idiot! That would be the worst time. And I agree with that. This is a strange situation, that's for sure. This felt like it just came out of nowhere. Okay, well, pause. To be fair, sometimes we do say like things when we're when we're on our height of emotions. That much I can understand. Which is why I kind of like, and I think for the people who do know me, know that when it comes to like certain situations, sometimes it's best that I don't like speak out right away because emotions are pretty much high. And this is speaking from experience. I make myself process those, even though it's kind of hard sometimes. But ultimately, I think and this is probably good life advice in general, don't try to do anything drastic when you know that you're at a certain, well, not really extreme, like if you're currently feeling strongly about a particular emotion, whether that can be, sadness, you're angry, even if you're happy, actually. sometimes you can say something that you don't really mean out of joy. So this can apply to any emotion, whether that's positive or negative. It's best to kind of, probably hold that thought for a bit, maybe let the emotion settle down, then make sure that what you're about to say is going to be something that works. No important actions or decisions during a charged emotional state. Exactly. So at least good on our MC here for holding back on confessing to Natsuki during that time when it was extremely emotionally vulnerable. And we kind of knew that she had problems at home, yes, but this was huge. It's impossible not to feel overwhelmed. One thing's for sure, I'm definitely going to have to be cautious. Saying the wrong thing? Yeesh! Don't even want to imagine the consequences. This is natsuki we're talking about. Yeah, just don't act dumb. General rule of thumb, that's our quote of the day. That's a quote for today. Just don't act dumb. Alright, we're back with the soup. And Natsuki's still silent there. We didn't get soup. Gosh darn it. We went there to get soup, and probably our main motive there was really to just process what the huge... Yeah. Huh? Guess I must have slipped my mind. Your bowl is on the table. Quick glance at the table confirms the notion that I went to get soup without a bowl. Suddenly, Natsuki stands up, her glance averted away from me. I'm gonna go. Wait. What? Yep. We're kind of in a walking on eggshells moment with this. Also, I don't think having no BGM here doesn't help at all. I think this is intentional. I assume, but I'm just gonna keep on yapping here. Gather my thoughts, Natsuki heads for the door. Wait, Natsuki, listen. She stops and turns back to me. We're good friends, right? Oh, since we are, I just wanted to say, if you need anything, feel free to come to me, alright? Alright. I'm taking the rest of the soup. See ya. Oh, come on. At least still leave some soup for us, Natsuki. Oh well. Before I can say a word, Natsuki rushes out of the living room. Bye. Alright, there's the music again. I stand there, still awestruck. It's not only once I hear my front door slam shut that I finally sit down. Alright, let's process what we just went through. This applies to the MC and to us here. Because, yeah. Oh boy. 1,000 questions begin to race through my mind. Sudden resurgence of my headache temporarily takes me out of my trance. Try to stand up and get more medicine, but another surge of pain forces me back onto the couch. Oh, that's the worst. With everything else drowned out by the pain, I'm left with one question. I know for a fact that I like Natsuki. But now, do I really want to deal with something like that? How do you even deal with something like that? Would it be selfish of me not to help her? A valid thought. I need a nap. I lay down on the couch and in less than a minute, I'm out cold. Alright, I think we're in the clear here. For now. We don't get the horror elements of the original Doki Doki, but we do get a different kind of damage. The emotional damage kind. But look at that! It's now snowing. It's cold out. More than usual. What's better though? I don't know which is better. It's so close to Christmas. That's to be expected. Speaking of which, the reason as to why I'm standing outside in the cold. Since it's almost Christmas, the girls in the club decided to do a Secret Santa thing where we all get each other's presents. And those are good. Those are good. Oh, there's a YouTube chat. Welcome in. Yeah, so welcome to the stream. We're doing Doki Doki Blue Skies, which is a mod of the Doki Doki Literature Club. So yeah, if you're wondering why it's snowing here, yeah, we're already at the part where in the mod, where we're in the additional story, so to speak. It just so happens that I got Natsuki to buy presents for her. Memories of Natsuki's teary revelation are still at the forefront of my mind, though, which makes the idea of Christmas shopping seem a little trivial. I just remembered. When I was playing the Natsuki route, something happened here on Christmas. So I wonder how this will play out with Natsuki. Still, she hasn't spoken to me about it since. So as weird as it feels, it's probably best to carry on with the normality of our day-to-day lives. Either way, it sucks that I can't shop with her. I talked to Sayori and she assured me that she wasn't my Santa. So we're gonna go shopping together. Yay, more Sayori time. I've been meaning to spend time with her, so I'm excited. It's been maybe a week since Natsuki came over, so I really haven't been focused on spending time with Sayori. Hey, this is the Natsuki route, but I get it. It's your neighbor and your childhood friend. Of course, you're also gonna spend time a little bit there. Oh, and there goes someone chatting and you're gone. Alright. Mom made a good point about maintaining friendships. So, I should be trying to balance my time between Natsuki and Sayori as well as my other friends. That is true. Oh, Gabs, welcome back. Yeah, I see YouTube chat too. Except I texted her. Sorry, I don't have YouTube chat showing in stream. I kind of forgot to set that up real quick, but you know, this stream was kind of last minute too, which is, you know, it's the way how it is. How am I? Yeah, I would say pretty good. Things have been a lot hectic, which, you know, I'll probably talk more about it before we end stream for today. But yeah, I do want to address how my streaming schedule will go going forward. But besides that, you know, despite everything, I'm pretty much good. Including the recent emotional damage we just read through with this game a couple of scenes back. But yeah. I think we did Halloween last stream. We're going to get Christmas this time around. So it does make sense. Alright. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so Mom get put to making it. So I texted Mom I was outside like 5 minutes ago, but she hasn't responded. My first thought that she's still asleep, but I called her and still got no response. While I wait, I have nothing else to do but watch the cars whiz past. Car watching. As snow falls, I can't help but reminisce about when Sayori and I were younger. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't read that one. We used to always play in the snow, making snowmen, throwing snowballs, making forts. It was a simpler time. In a way, I wish I could go back to it. Back before Sayori and I distanced ourselves. Back before the club. Oh, you're making Doki Doki streams too. That's good. I mean, I'm still surprised. Well, I guess I'd expect that. Doki Doki Literature Club is quite, you know, really out there. Like, in pop, you know. It's so much out there in pop culture. You know, I get it. especially when Doki Doki Literature Club Plus came out. I think the fandom also went wild, and I can always trace my roots back to Doki Doki Literature Club too. It's the game that really that got me into streaming consistently that one time. Before the virus screwed everyone over. I do wonder though, like if the virus didn't happen, I may have like continued streaming. Probably not as a VTuber, most likely, but oh yeah, I did still continue streaming while the lockdowns were going. What am I saying? I just wonder though, like, how it would go. Then again, if I went back, I would probably miss where I'm at right now. Yeah, things are complicated, but that's just part of growing up. I miss how things were, but I'm proud of how far I've come and how much I've grown. See, exactly. Like what MC's saying right now. While I always do wonder, it's always... I am also like kind of glad how coming back to streaming in this form really turned out, because just as I was surprised about Doki Doki back then, I was twice as surprised when Project Sekai came around. Which, by the way, that is still the main thing I stream. I just don't play it these days because cheerful carnivals, man. Anyways, Sayori, just oh yeah, I'm in Twitch too. You're Gabs. Hey, welcome to your first time chat on Twitch. Yeah, sorry, I just realized I glanced a bit and then I saw your chat there. Don't worry. The beauty of multi-streaming. There you go. And thank you for the follow. Yeah. Not worth playing this uncheerful event anyways. Yes. I tried making it work too, and I guess from just judging how the last attempt go, it's not going well. I think that the consensus is already clear. So yeah, I mean, we still have like how many more weeks before doing the stamp missions. I'll probably pick those back up once the event is over. But yeah, welcome in, Kronos. Well, I should say welcome to Twitch, because you've been on YouTube for quite a while now. Anyways, it is fine to reminisce about the old days as long as you're willing to face what's forward head on. This is very, very true. Like, yeah. Like, this is like what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of reminiscing, like, the past days. Like, because I guess in a way, me playing this game right now on stream, now on my current form, this is my way of kind of reminiscing to those times wherein, like, imagine, like, on Twitch, I only had like maybe less than 10 followers back then. YouTube really took off a little bit, so I actually had more people watching on YouTube than on Twitch back then. But this time around, that roles kind of switched. I feel like, because I started just with Twitch, there's still people who are here, but I still can't forget the first time I streamed Doki Doki Blue Skies again. Like, some of my old audience on YouTube also showed up, and that says something. That really says something. So, anyway, we heard a thud, and ow! Did we just bumped into Sayori? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Lost in my thoughts, I didn't notice how close I was standing to the door. Oh, my guy, what is it with you and doors? Which resulted in me getting smacked in the face when Sayori finally came outside. Guys, don't do that. Don't stand too close in front of the doors. Please. Are you okay? Or rub my forehead. There's a bomb starting to form. Ooh, that must have been... Sir, enthusiastically opening the door there, and look what happened. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm so sorry, Rance. No, it's not your fault. We're standing too close to the door. Anyway, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you too, Rance. Oh, well, we are going to an ad break on Twitch. This will be a good opportunity to me to hydrate while you guys are, well, if some of you guys did go to ad jail on Twitch. I don't have monetization on YouTube yet, so for those watching on YouTube, things are just chugging along here, but I will still hydrate. I will hydrate nevertheless. So there we go. I'm just gonna give everyone a minute here. Usually, when I do get into the ad jail, you don't see anything for like a minute or so. It is technically a 3-minute ad, but I'm just gonna give you guys a minute here while we take this break, and then we'll jump back in here in about 30 seconds. Either way, hopefully for those of you who are still able to watch this or probably had their ads just ended, I hope everyone's having a good time. I mean, it's pretty nice to actually stream again. I've been trying to stream for like the past few days, but we've been busy with plenty of stuff. But yeah, this goes without saying. Yes, I will be making an announcement after today's stream. Oh, hey, welcome. Oh, wow, I did not expect reaching that 350 followers today. Thank you, everyone. Nice. Good to see you here, though. I'm currently reading some doki. I think on that note, I think everyone's back. Or at least back from the full takeover of ads things. So let's just continue here. Yeah. Sayori's winter clothes are pretty nice. You kind of appreciate her casual wear. 350. Like, oh, I should have followed you a long time ago. Just keep forgetting. Understandable though. Understandable. Like, that has happened to me with other streamers too. Like, I realized, oh my goodness, I haven't followed that person. So yeah, it happens. Don't worry about it too much. But yeah, 350 followers. Let's go. All right, are you ready to go? Ready as I'll ever be. Want to head into town and see what's there? Sure. All right, lead the way. Sana! Oh my goodness, with the 100 bits, thank you. Yeah, this does call for a little bit of a celebration with 350. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I'm just appreciating the music. This mod also comes with like custom tracks and probably because I have air conditioning running, I also feel a little bit immersed because it is kind of cold here right now as well. Yes, I did. This is in fact a mod. The pin message should still show what this mod is specifically. Otherwise, I can just put it here. That's why I have this command handy. There you go. If ever you need more info about the mod that I'm playing right now, it is Doki Doki Blue Skies. It is a fan-made Doki Doki Literature Club mod, so it now plays like more of your traditional ultimate game. Happy ending? Yes. Well, depends. I have been told that there's a possible bad ending in certain routes. I think the Yuri route has it. I'm not sure with the Natsuki route. What I know about the Natsuki route is we don't get like the scene like we get with Sayori and Yuri. That as much I know. Because yes, this mod has scenes that is not suitable for very young audiences. It is in fact a setting. Yes, right here. I don't know if... Okay, I don't think the mouse is being shown on screen, but if you look at the lower right here, there's a certain option that I do have checked. But as far as I know, Natsuki doesn't have those kinds of scenes. Yeah, I think Yuri route does have a bad ending. We'll get to the Yuri route someday. But anyway, we get back to the story here. Ooh, Monica! Are they guessing? Are they guessing who their secret Santa is? Because it's the Christmas season right now in the game. Not really. Monica likes to talk about her favorite band a lot, so I was thinking we could get her a disc. Disc. Oh. Okay, getting flashbacks with disc throwing. We do not talk about disc throwing or... Yeah. Oh, vinyl disc. You know, there was a time wherein I almost got into collecting vinyl records. That would have been another kind of hobby to drop into. But luckily, I didn't push my impulse to start a collection. Though I'm still confused as to why you didn't know the name for the vinyls, yet you know what a gramophone is? That's a Yari for ya. Nowhere of very random facts. So that she sounds smart, she sounds very smart sometimes. Whatever. I'm sure we'll be able to find a record store somewhere around here. I hope so. Anyway, who are you getting presents for? Natsuki, obviously. Wait. Oh yeah, you've been in Sana's stream before, even getting a gift. You are? Yeah, most likely. Yeah. You'll be surprised. Project Sekai Twitch is kind of like a small world. For the most part, I think majority of my Project Sekai audience will recognize each other. I mean, I myself also do watch a lot of other Project Sekai streamers. Even the ones... Yeah, we all know each other. And here's the coolest part about it is if there's someone who just plays Project Sekai not even regularly, some of them do end up also make very interesting content, and I do end up still following them. Yeah, that's the coolest thing about you know, about the Project Sekai streaming folks. Yeah, for the most part, I think a majority of us here kind of recognize each other. Oh, that's lucky. Sana does have really great emotes, right? Especially this one. I mean, this emote was the exact reason I subbed to Sana for the way back then. It is exactly this emote. That was totally my only reason. Like, we need the Sankyo emote. I want to use that in other streams. And of course, Sana went on to do a lot more amazing emotes. I'm sure it will happen, ID. I'm sure it will happen. Another gift sub. Most of the time, gift subs always flies on Sana's channel anyway. It may happen. It may happen. Anyways, coming back to this. So, we're getting Natsuki a gift. So, well, as far as what we know about Natsuki already, I'm sure we have a couple of ideas. As far as what we can get. Basically, everyone is a stream, yeah. I mean, I think right now, a good amount of my viewers are also still subbed, like from the birthday stream that I did. Alright, ID, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, it would be nice to do a voice tag again. You can get your Sundari character, yes. Yeah. They're made out of bamboo wood and the handles are made of rubber. It's actually really cool. Oh, they're talking about kitchen appliances. You know, not appliances. Kitchen tools. You really know Natsuki, huh? Oh, Sayori. I think what we're establishing here is on this route, as we go to Natsuki, I think Sayori still likes us. More than as a friend. And unfortunately, we're going with the trope as far as how childhood friends end up. And also knowing that, you know, Sayori is going through depression. Which, yeah, if we played her route, we kind of really explored that a lot. And I remember having to ramble a lot of times too, like going to a lot of tangents. But I can only imagine, like, how Sayori is now handling this. Now knowing that, you know, his longtime childhood friend is taking interest in someone else. You know, coming from the club that she herself recommended. Man, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, man. Yeah, I guess. We clicked through manga and we just keep hanging out. She's the one who got me into cooking, you know. Oh, well, I'm happy for you. And I feel bad for Sayori so much. I am so sorry. But we already played your route last time, so... I know this is... quite painful. Sayori stares at the ground, avoiding eye contact. Yeah. What's up with that? Oh, you know what's up. Does she think Natsuki and I are dating or something? Well, she'd be wrong. Natsuki and I haven't really spoken to each other since when I was sick. I do feel as if I should reassure her though, cause it seems like she thinks we're drifting apart again. Yeah, Natsuki's great, but you're still my best friend, Sayori. Aww. Sayori looks up at me, but... God! Even I can take it. It just hurts, man. We're officially putting Sayori on the friend zone for this route. We're still friends, even I've been hanging out with Natsuki. Come on, do you really think she can replace you? Sayori stays silent, staring at me with a confused expression. Place a hand on her shoulder. Sayori, I've known you for so long. You've been my best friend for so long. And nothing will ever change that. I'm sorry for never mentioning it, but I'm really grateful that you were willing to reconnect with me after all that time. Yeah. Really, I can't thank you enough. Really? Aw. Of course, silly. If we weren't friends, then why would we be shopping together? Sayori gives it a thought. You're a good friend, Hans. So you are, Sayori. Oh, don't say that. I can't help but smile seeing Sayori blush like that. Yeah, unfortunately, Sayori is in the friend zone for this route. Sayori had her time already. Man. After some more walking, we finally get into the inner city. But it is still important to keep your friendships, even though that you do end up going into a relationship with someone. Oh, it's really snowy out here. Look at that. I mean, I've never experienced snow firsthand, but still, I can only imagine. Maybe the friend zoning hits more when you know how it could have been. Yeah. Yeah. I know for a fact, like in this case, I kind of do feel like Sayori did want still, you know, just to be more than friends, but at the same time, you know, Sayori also notices that, you know, her best friend has been hanging out with the girl with Natsuki, so yeah. But look at the downtown view though. Alright, we're going shopping. So where do you want to go first? I don't know. Well, I was gonna get Natsuki some candy, so a convenience store would be a good place to start. Then we could head to that kitchen supply store. Actually, the supply store will probably have candy near the register, so we can just go there and skip the convenience store. Sounds good. Where is it exactly? Let me check. I pull out my phone and go into the notes where I had written down the address of the place. Teenage Heartbreak, yeah. It is what it is. Then I punched the address into my GPS. It's about 3 blocks from here, that way. I point straight ahead. Pocketing my phone, I start towards the store. Sayori follows next to me. We talk as we're walking along, but something causes Sayori to stop dead in her tracks. Hands! What is it? Look! She points to a store across the street. Oh, hey, a record store. Good eye, Sayori. Oh, look at that. As soon as I step in, the smell of incense hits me like a brick. Oh, I can only imagine the smell. Oh, that is strong. Sayori sniffs the air. Discs. Yeah, discs. She makes a face and recoils back, covering her nose. I mean, we're probably gonna recoil for a different reason. Just looking discs. Oh yeah, geez. At least it smells good, right? I guess. Sherry and I begin to search the store. While she's looking for Monica's gift, I look around curiously. There's a couple of records that I recognize, but most of it's foreign to me. I'm more of a manga person than a music person. Which is funny because... how should I put this? Like... I mean, I was kinda... what are the right words to put this? Like, I was kind of interested already in anime and manga when I got into Vocaloid. And truth be told, actually, what really interested me in Vocaloid back then was not necessarily like, the anime part, that, they used like that style, one of the reasons how Hatsune Miku became very popular. But it was actually the tech. Like, just the concept of, like, you can use sampled vocals and turn it into, like, a virtual singer. And that's what really got me. And I guess, because, it's anime aesthetic, I think that was the plus factor there. And then, the rest is history. And fast forward to now, Project Sekai came along, and here we are now. When it comes to the state of the niche thing that we all have in common. Wait, how do records smell? I used to work in a record store. I didn't notice that. Well, they're using incense here in this case. So whoever is running this store really likes to put out a strong scent, which I'm very familiar with because, a couple of years back, a lot of people were using diffusers with fragrances. So, soft rock, I think that's what it's called. So it calls out to me, holding a record up in the air. Finally, I found it! Yeah. Incense were quite the huge thing for quite a while, huh? I mean, don't get me wrong, I also tried doing that. With the air purifier and just adding, the oils to that. Yeah. I mean, it was it was the popular thing to do at the time. The things that we do during lockdown, right? We discovered new music, we discovered VTubing, and eventually became a VTuber myself, and do some of the other TARDIS things. During times that we actually can't go outside. It's a band I don't recognize. I listened to them once, they're pretty good. I can see why Monica likes them. Cool. Want to check out? Alright. We walk over to page, just like that, we're off. I hope that Monica doesn't already have this. I doubt it. She doesn't strike me as the type to own vinyls. Well, she did start playing piano a couple of months ago. Yeah, but most people who own vinyls are typically big music nerds who've been playing for years. That's not necessarily true now these days. Vinyls are really coming back in style. Again, I almost had started a vinyl collection myself, but kinda had to stop midway here because honestly, I don't know where I could put a vinyl player. And well, the vinyl collection probably I'll have space for that, but for the player itself, I'll stick to CDs. I have a good CD collection now. Which, speaking of which, I do need to add more to it. We'll see. We'll figure things out. He had vinyls and been playing piano before I was born. I don't know. Don't sweat it. It's a great gift. I'm sure she'll love it anyway. You think so? I know so. With a smile, Sayori and I continue towards the kitchen supply store. After a fair bit of walking in the cold, both of us are glad to finally arrive. Yes, the warmth. Yes. It's homey. Hey look, there is candy. A quick glance towards the registers confirms her statement. Alright, sweet. Utensils are this way, so come on. Is that it? Oh, yep, that's it. I pick up the plastic box holding the set. Yep, everything is advertised. Oval spoon, slotted spatula, corner spoon, rubber scraper, and even a rolling pin. You see baguettes? Yes, indeed. There are baguettes. I mean, it's a baking supply store. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense that you also want to share the actual merchandise. And only 1,665 yen. Those Christmas deals are awesome. They are. I look over at Sayori, who's silently laughing at me. Sorry, I'm a cooking nerd. It's fine. One of these days we'll have to cook together. That sounds really fun. I have to find a good recipe for us, but I'm sure we can make it work. So come on, let's check out. Sherry follows me as I get in line at the registers. While waiting, I also grab a couple of boxes of chocolate. I have a feeling Natsuki will appreciate the chocolate a bit more than the utensils. But hey, why not get both? She'll love it regardless. Once I'm finally checked out, Sayori meets me by the door and we head out. So, what now? Well, I already had lunch, so I guess we can head home. Unless you're hungry. Nah, I'm alright. Kinda tired actually. Let's go home. Sounds good. With that, we begin our trek home. We make some small talk on the way, discussing our holiday plans and what we think the Christmas party is gonna be like. It's fun catching up with her. Although I do wish there wasn't long periods of time between when we hang out which weren't catching up. Maybe I can invite her to cook with Natsuki and I? I had to talk with Natsuki about that first. After a good amount of walking, we finally reach our houses. Well, Sayori, it was fun, really. Yeah, I had a good time. I'll see you at the club. Bye! I think the reason why we got that scene is just to really establish that Sayori is in fact going to be in the friend zone. I think that was the only reason why we got so much Sayori screen time. But anyway, it's another day. We're currently silent again. Oh, who is this mystery person? Question mark, question mark, question mark, calling out to us. Who? Natsuki? Friends, wake up! And why is did she just let herself in, go straight to our bedroom? What are you doing here? I'm here to wake you up, idiot. The Christmas party starts in an hour. Christmas party? Oh! Adrenaline surges through my body as I throw out my covers and jump to my feet. My mind's racing. I rush down the stairs and into the kitchen, searching desperately for my coat. My living room is a mess, which means that firstly, I have to... What? It's clean? I know for a fact I didn't do that. Does that mean... Yeah, you're welcome. Aww. I point at the living room. That was you, Natsuki? I got here like an hour ago and you were still sleeping. You asked me to help set up for the party. Do you not remember? Now that she mentions it, yeah, I do remember asking her. Kinda. I mean, vaguely. It was literally 2 days ago. Well, I just woke up. Okay, that's beside the point. Thank you, first of all. You're a lifesaver. Yeah. Speaking of sleep though, apparently this is gonna be a funny fan fact that I just learned, but apparently the Philippines is one of the most sleep deprived countries. I think we're fourth globally. And I think that says a lot, considering, like, I know some of you guys probably wonder, when do I actually get sleep? I mean, here I am. Probably not gonna have sleep for the next few hours. So. But it's for a good reason. I need to adjust my sleep schedule. It was actually nice, like, being up, like, during the actual day here for a week. But more importantly, the question to you, Natsuki, is, what time is it? The party starts at 5 and I said it's an hour. Do the math. So it's 4? There you go. Of course. Your sarcasm isn't helping, you know. Okay, I'm like that sometimes, okay? So I kind of get Natsuki here. I really do. I can relate. Natsuki chuckles and rolls her eyes. Just go do your hair. It's a mess. Fine. We still need to go shopping. You really think we have enough time to bake cookies? No, not that. We need to get Christmas dinner. Cookies would also be nice. Let's try to find a bakery on our way. Alright, hold on. What do you mean, we? Well, I just assumed you were coming with me. Do you not want to? I never said that. You did heavily imply it, though. Shut up! I can't help but smile a little. I did too, as well. It is typical Natsuki, right there. Alright, I'll be down soon. You better be. Everyone will be here soon. Ah, yes, the bathroom. You know why I'm amazed by this? Because I never saw this in the Sayori route. Like, literally, it was only during this route I see the bathroom scene. After taking a deep breath and gathering my bearings, I grab my comb and go to work. Now that Natsuki mentioned it, I can't help but start stressing out. All of the girls are coming over to my house for our club Christmas party. Monica had brought it up Thursday during the meeting and everyone agreed we should have one. I offered to host it at my house, which is right now I'm regretting. In addition to hosting, I also offered to handle dinner. Dude! Should have been a potluck if you're gonna ask me. Which traditionally at my house is fried chicken. Damn, I probably would have done the same. Like, if I'm gonna be the one hosting people and then they're gonna come over, I'm gonna be taking care of dinner. Literally, I would have also probably bought a Jollibee chicken bucket that is already complete with rice and drinks. So I say if I'm the one hosting the venue, the rest of you guys should do the food, like potluck. It actually surprised me when I learned that other countries don't typically get fast food for Christmas dinner. Okay, this is calling me out because last Christmas, no, actually we didn't get fast food last Christmas. But it was like, I'm sure there was that one time wherein we did get fast food. I'm just not remembering when exactly it was. But yeah, it wasn't last Christmas. I did actually order food. My family always did. To each their own, I guess. Can't help but smile as a rush of old Christmas memories come back to me. Good times. Anyways, I meant to pick up my order in about... Oh crap, I'm 5 minutes late. Okay, my hair looks presentable. It's time to move. Yeah, you better rush. Ready? Oh, look at that. Natsuki is also ready to go. Alright, let's go. While I put on my boots, Natsuki opens the door and lets in the icy cold air. A frigid chill washes over me as I finish tying my boots and follow Natsuki out the door. Jeez, it's cold out. You don't say. We're back to this kind of winter theme music. Let's just go. The party's gonna start in almost a half hour. Yeah, I'm on it. Oh, actually, I mentioned it to Natsuki, but while combing my hair, I had gotten an idea. Shinora's gonna be coming to the party anyway, and she lives right next to me. So why not have her tag along with us while we get dinner? And what? Natsuki makes an hand motion urging me to continue. Well, what is it? Alright, here's a throwaway idea. Shiora literally lives right there. I motion towards her house. Let's get her to come with us, sound good? Oh, Natsuki. Yeah, sure, I guess. Whatever. Alright, dude. Natsuki, well, technically they're not officially dating, so I guess by technicality it should be fine, but you know, we've kind of already established that the MCA likes Natsuki. We can assume here Natsuki likes us back. So this creates quite the awkward situation. I was expecting Natsuki to be excited, but instead she was actually pretty apprehensive. No kidding! Maybe she and Sayori had a fight. Oh my... Sometimes the MC can be dense. You know that? Oh my... I am literally face palming right now. Alright. No, that's not it. Natsuki would have complained to me by now. The only reasonable explanation for a reaction like that is jealousy. Exactly. That is it. Maybe my foot. Not saying that's precisely why, but I'm surely not dismissing it as an option. It is totally the reason why. But here's my friend, and nothing more. I've told that to Natsuki plenty of times, but I'm getting the feeling she doesn't believe me. Alas, a problem for another day. Right now, I need to focus on getting Christmas dinner. Here we are. 1 second. I ring the doorbell even though I don't expect a response. To my surprise, I hear Sayori call out to me. 1 second. Oh, she's awake. That's good. What, does she also take naps before parties or something? Hey, it's not an uncommon thing to do. In this neighborhood, naps are important, Natsuki. Also, stop trash talking naps, cause they're great. Exactly. Alright, we have our new quote of the stream. Cause they are in fact great. I wasn't trash talking naps, dummy. Suddenly the door opens and I managed to move out of the way just in time to avoid getting smacked in the head again. Alright, you learned your lesson. Oh hey Grands, hey Natsuki, what are you guys doing here? Oh well, you know the party's like an hour, right? Yeah, I can't wait. I was just wondering, will you want to tag along with us? We're gonna go into the city to get dinner. Really? Yeah, that sounds awesome. Let me get my coat and I'll be right back. Don't take long, I'm freezing my butt off out here. I hear Sayori chuckles as she walks off and starts rummaging through her coat closet. Glancing over at Natsuki, I notice she's staring intensely at the snow-covered ground. Hey, what's wrong? Nothing. That is not nothing. That is not nothing. You sure? Yes, I'm sure. It's freezing out here, though. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm heading back and making some hot chocolate or something. You can go with Sayori. Wait, Natsuki. Yep. I told you it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing at all. Cold and confused to stand idly on Sayori's porch, waiting as Natsuki walks towards it. Hey, where'd Natsuki go? I thought she was coming with us. Apparently not. She said it's too cold. She should went back to my house. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, let's get moving. And I didn't expect more Sayori screen time, but here we are. I start towards the city. Sayori's walking alongside me. Passing my house, I can't help but sigh. What's wrong? It's Natsuki. I don't know what's up with her. It's jealousy! Goodness. She said she was cold. Maybe it's just that. She's cold. It is not that. Yeah, that makes sense, but can't you feel it's something more than that? Yeah. What do you mean? Well, don't know if I told you this, but Natsuki and I had a fight a while ago. We talked and worked it out, but there's still some tension between us. Oh, what was the fight about exactly? Just stupid stuff. You know how Natsuki is. It really sucks though, because... You know, this is just between you and me, but I'm thinking about asking her out. Oh, that... Sayori! Sayori, I'm really sorry that we're gonna do this to ya. We really do, but this is the Natsuki route. Well, I'm happy for you. This line right here, folks. Yeah, that's gotta be really painful. For someone who also likes you, probably. But we decidedly went with another person. Anyways, I don't know. I just can't find the right moment. It's frustrating, really. Trying to find the right moment to ask the person you like out. K-Minus Twitch, hello, welcome in. Sorry, we're just taking in emotional damage right now with what is going on here, but I hope you enjoy your stay here. Hang on, I need to recover from this, Nice to see someone who plays, Doki Doki, mods. Yeah. Believe it or not, this is still my first mod. But, yeah, I have been recommended plenty of mods now, so... I feel like you know, Doki Doki content is gonna be something that here to stay on my channel. It is something that I started with, honestly. So no surprise here. Oh my god, there's a rat. Where did that come from? But Blue Skies, this is like the worst one. Alright, that's good to know, because that basically means... And yeah, no offense taken here, don't worry, no offense taken. That just means that Yeah, there's an exciting world of mods out there. I mean, it's a good thing this is the one I started off with. Don't get me wrong. So, nowhere to go but up. Exactly. Exactly. It's kind of like, so the way how I see Doki Doki mods is kind of similar to Pokemon ROM hacks. Like, you know that there are good ones out there. Most likely the first one that you get is not gonna be the best one, but that just only means that you get something a lot better, right? I can relate to Pokemon. I can relate to a similar way with Pokemon ROM hacks too, because I played I can't even remember what was the first one, but it was pretty underwhelming. But then we got ROM hacks like Crystal Clear and Pokemon Unbound. So yeah. Also, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, much appreciated. I can't wait to explore more additional mods after Blue Skies. I still have one more route to finish with this anyways, so it's something that I'm still gonna pick up here every now and then. But yeah, I think we're done processing the emotional damage here. Blue Skies is the joke on the modern community. But I mean, it's the first one. Again, it's the first one that I got exposed to. So, and the first one that I also, well, I'm picking this mod again up, and Doki Doki mods in general, really. So I'm glad that I did pick this up, because I really wanted to do more of this kinds of gameplay too, besides rhythm gaming. Yeah, all good. But going back to this story, though, well, you know Natsuki better than anyone, Rans. Maybe you know exactly what she wants, but just don't want to say it. That's the thing. Yeah, even the worst pizza is still pizza after all. Exactly. I mean, food is still food. So yeah, that just excites me more as far as what other mods are really out there. My mom says that girls want boys to read their minds, so try to read her mind, I guess. What, like telepathy? Exactly. Maybe if I can find a recently priced psychic. Jerry giggles. You do have a point, though. I guess I kind of have an idea. Well, what is it? I think it's that she's a bit jealous that I want to spend time with. See? You knew for all that time, and yet you came up with the idea to invite Sayori over. But yeah, I swore I noted those somewhere. Hang on. Let me just look up my... Anyways, I am gonna pick up your recommendations too. So I'm just gonna put this as a note to make sure that I also check those out. Yeah. Also just making sure that I was putting that on my notes and not somewhere that a lot of people can see. I don't know though. It is that. Oh well, that's okay, Rans. You can spend time with Natsuki. You're about to be in a relationship, and I understand you don't have time for me. You like to start people off with one called Sayori Says No to, to Suicide. It's a PSA style mod an hour ago, written by an actual therapist about what the FC did wrong and how to actually help a friend who may be suicidal. Yeah, that actually looks pretty neat. Just because I want to date Natsuki doesn't mean we're not friends anymore. I'm not gonna throw away my best friend just because I'm trying to get a girlfriend. But Rans, us being friends makes her jealous. I don't want Natsuki to feel bad. Seriously, I understand. It's fine. No, that's stupid. Sorry, we've been friends for, what, 14, 15 years now? I've known Natsuki for a couple of months. I'm not gonna let her come in between us. Our friendship is important to me, you know? And I guess this is why we do see a lot of Sayori involvement in this route. Because I guess we kind of have to kind of resolve this kind of conflict that we're having right now. That, yeah, I get it. People in relationships also need to communicate anyways. Okay, yeah, so this one we're more familiar with. Just don't worry about it. Sarah is staring at the ground the entire conversation, trying to avoid eye contact. My man or soldier causing her to look up to me. I'm serious, Sayori. You're important to me. Alright, yeah. It has educational elements but it has comedic parts. Also, one last thing, I just realized confusing Blue Skies with other Sayori. This is the worst one. Yeah. But still, I would say that I'm sure there are, like, I don't even know like what are the top tier mods in Doki Doki Blue Skies. This is just me just starting to get back into like Doki Doki Literature Club and the whole world of mods, because most of my audience actually don't know that there are mods for Doki Doki Literature Club in the first place. So it was a good thing for me to introduce it to it. Well, I also try to mix in some other stories that I may find, because I'm trying to do more of, like I said, I'm trying to do more of this kind of gameplay too. Because as it stands right now, for the people who are here for the Project Sekai stuff, I think we need to step back from Project Sekai for a bit honestly, with how buggy the game is right now. So I'm happy to offer the change of pace at the moment, at least until the cheerful carnival event is over. Goodness, then we can go back into doing our stamp mission grinding. Exit music is more of a Natsuki focused one. So see, yeah. So here's the thing about how the mods, from how I see it, each of them really does focus on a lot of one particular character, it looks like. And I think this is where how I see, I mean, when Blue Skies came out, there was a huge disappointment that there isn't a moniker route. I mean, they tried to do one, but it's kind of difficult. But either way, it is what it is. I can't really I don't have a full thoughts on Blue Skies just yet, because I've only completed round out of the 3 routes. Yeah, but I could imagine that, yeah, the better ones do only focus on one girl. That much I can see how that can be the case, because you're only focusing on one character and trying to really, write more into that character, the character building. And I know how challenging that can be sometimes, even though we kind of have like a base idea with the base game itself. Yeah, so even if there are 4 separate stories, I guess, yeah, in this case, It could be for because they're still focusing on the MC. Yeah, that's one approach. In this case, but with Blue Skies, we don't have that. We kind of like it tries to do everything. Like we even have extra characters with this mod, so we kind of understand that it kind of stretches. That probably this mod is kind of doing a bit more than what the others have seen. So I kind of get it. That in terms of if we are gonna put all of the Doki Doki Literature Club mods in a tier list, this particular mod may not be up there. But yeah, a small spoiler for the beginning of Fruits. Yeah, go for it. I mean, if it's gonna help me get sold on getting the next, get it put up on the list of the next Doki Doki Literature Club mod that I'll play, then I'll go for it. Yeah, okay, so we're still trying to riz, not Natsuki, Sayori here. But enough sappy stuff. It's Christmas Eve. We should be celebrating. Yeah, go get the dinner. Oh, we're getting cookies too. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, here we go. The Christmas Eve event. Alright. What is it about? Oh, is this one of those times Sayori's gonna tell a childhood story? Because this is about the time we apparently got stuck up in the tree. I guess this sounds like to be a not so very good story. Oh boy. This again. Aha, this will be good. Alright, so it was back in 5th grade, I think. And Rans, was it 5th grade? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so it was back in 5th grade and Rans and I were out playing in the park. There was a lot of birds out that day and Rans and I wanted to get a better view of them. So we climbed one of the bigger trees in the park all the way to the top. We were so high up and we were scared to come down. No, that's not what happened. What happened is that you wanted to get a better view of the birds. I told you it was too high up, but you didn't listen, so I had to climb up and get you. But then you got scared too. There it is. You know how much I hate climbing. Natsuki and Yuri chuckle. It really sounds like you two got into a lot of trouble as youths. I guess you could say that. We did fool around a lot, didn't we? Yeah, it was fun. Indeed it was. Oh, that must be Monica. I'll be right back. And there she is. Hi, sorry I'm late. Lost track of time again. Don't sweat it. I'm just glad you made it here safely. It looks nasty out there. Yeah, it is. Well, come inside and warm up. Gladly. Monica stepped inside and closed the door behind her. Ah, that's so much better. Okay, alright, we're gonna pause for a bit. Actually, let's park that. I have it on in 2 minutes. We can talk about like getting spoiled with beginning of Fruits. I do see the chat there. I'll get to it in a couple of minutes here. We have an ad break coming up anyways. On Twitch. YouTube audience, you don't see no ads unless YouTube puts them. Thanks for hosting us. By the way, I would have, but I'm just too busy to go through the party planning process, you know. Yeah, I get that. Anyways, dinner's on the kitchen table. We're all eating in the living room, so just grab whatever you want and come on in. Thanks, friends. Oh, this is like a good party to have, you know. The atmosphere in the movie is very oppressive, which works to further cement the hopelessness and desperation of the main character. I'm sorry, what? Oh, Yuri was just talking about the new horror movie that just came out. Oh, speaking of movies, I know a lot of people were talking about the new Minecraft movie coming out. But yeah, no further comments on that one. What the movie that I'm really looking forward to is in the next weekend from now is actually going to be the again on the topic of Project Sekai. The colorful stage movie is going to be showing the next weekend after this coming weekend. So I'm still thinking where I should go for the movie. There's one for Robinson, for the one in Quezon City, but it's gonna be a long ways there if I gotta go to that one. Oh, Kage no Hitobito? Yes, that's the one. Oh, cool, I heard that it was pretty good. Have you seen it? Yes, I wanted to see it on opening night actually. That's a thing. I want to see it on opening night too. But there's only one premiere. Alright. On that note, we're currently in ad break. For the viewers of Twitch, those on YouTube, you'll gotta see me hydrate and yap here. And while we wait for the people to come back from ads, King Midas here has left us a little bit of some introduction and into one of the other wonderful mods that DDLC has to offer. Because, you know, Blue Skies isn't the only Doki Doki mod. It is the one they started with, so I'm committing to at least finish up the entire routes. And then after that, you know, I guess we could keep the content going with a whole of the other mods. But alright, let's see. Let's see about the fruits of the literature club. So, the MC is a shadow government assassin. He was raised to be a trained killer, but he requested a normal lie. The kind of lie said, yeah, no, we can't like someone like you to the public. But his assistant came into a compromise. He can pretend to be a high school student, but he still has to go on jobs. But only when they're important, which turned out to be always. Said the high school student gets recruited to the literature club, kind of against his will by Sayori. So 20% into the game, you choose a girl and each lead to a completely different stories. That's a kind of very interesting pre-story here. Like this is like when Spy Family kind of overlaps a little bit here, except that we're pretending to be a high school student. Okay, so I guess for everyone here in chat, that the reason why I did allow that spoiler is for the benefit of the rest here who wants to have an idea as far as what is out there in terms of Doki Doki Literature Club mods. There are tons there, and that looks pretty interesting. That is very interesting to see. I love it. Alright, I'm gonna hydrate one more time. Ad break's gonna be over in about 40 seconds here. So this is also a reminder for everyone, by the way, especially who are still sticking around. Don't forget to also hydrate, stretch, probably stand. And yeah, just don't forget to take breaks too. So we're kind of taking a little bit of a break here while I still continue to yap. But we're currently still on the Christmas event now on Blue Skies. And if I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna base this off the Sayori one. I think this is gonna... I'm gonna need one more stream before we finally wrap up Sayori no, Natsuki route, if I'm not mistaken. This is just me assuming that the length of this are the same as that one, which probably it isn't. But I digress. Alright. Everyone who was in jail on Twitch, welcome back. So while everyone was on break, we were just taking a look at what King Linus said us earlier about Fruits of Literature Club. So a little bit of introduction as far as what we can expect to get into if we go with this particular mod. I just said that, you know, it's kind of it's an interesting plot right here. Like, what is this spy family thing that we have going on with that story? But yeah, so yeah, very interesting to see what are the, like, a sample of what are the other mods out there besides Blue Skies, you know. It's It's a horror movie, that's for sure. And yeah, speaking of which, Yuri was talking about the horror movie. As I was saying, I believe the atmosphere is the most important element of a horror movie. Kage no Hitobito was such an oppressive atmosphere. There's an aura of uncertainty present throughout the entire movie, which kept me on edge the whole time. There's no dramatic irony at all. The viewer knows as much as the characters. The film really makes you feel that the characters are feeling, which I think is quite impressive. Yuri suddenly stops when she notices all of us are staring at her. I'm sorry. I just got so caught up that, No, it's fine. That was actually quite interesting to listen to. You know how someone who yaps and then they are locked in, literally, and they're very interested to just share what they like about the thing? I get it. Oh, you're right. No, okay, I get the connection now. I get the fruits connection. Yeah. Sorry, I do reference the more recent anyways. I get it. I mean, it's similar storyline right there. Do you really mean that? Of course. Honestly, Yuri, you make such a great film critic. You're really good at wording things in such a descriptive way. Well, that's very nice of you to say. Yuri Cinema Sins. Oh, Monica has joined the chat. Hi, Monica. Hey. Hello, Monica. It's nice to see you. Nice to see you too, Yuri. Also, just look at all of their clothes here. The difference being the girls are still girls. They aren't like hackers or bomb makers or anything. Yep. Did you walk here? Yep. Oh, that's gonna suck. Hopefully it'll die down by the time the party's over. It must be quite the snow that's happening out there. I could only imagine. So what guys are you talking about? They're always just talking about the new horror film, Kage no Hitobito. Oh, that. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. How was it, Yuri? Oh no, here comes Yuri again, going again. It was particular. Wait a second, how did you know that I went to see it? Oh, just a guess. You know, all this talk about movies gives me an idea. We should watch a Christmas horror movie later. That's the thing. Yuri and Monika's eyes light up at my suggestion while Natsuki looks a bit apprehensive. Oh, come on! Not everybody likes horror, you know? Yep. Yuri could probably fit with Roots of Grisai. I can imagine why. Just give it a chance. Trust me, I only have... The one I have in mind isn't like your traditional horror movie. I mean, I'm not a fan of horror either, but... maybe in certain situations, I could go for it. Oh yeah, the Secret Santa! There's a general memorandum agreement between the girls. Sounds like fun! Yes, let's do it! Ooh, I hope she likes my gift. Fine, let's just get it over with. Here, let me get the presents. They're in the kitchen, so give me a sec. Alright, take your pick. Also, while a lot of these mods were used to same models, you gotta say, that's a unique Monica outfit. Yeah, I guess that's one of the things that, you know, makes Blue Sky's, I guess one of the standout features, I would say, which is pretty ironic because they didn't make a Monica route, and yet they did make the effort of making a separate Monica model so that she kind of blends a bit more with the other girls, because you know Monica's default pose, you know, let's be honest, she kind of stands out. with her default pose. So yeah, it was a good idea on this mod to kind of redo her default pose here. And I've gotten a lot of similar comments too from folks who did drop by on my previous streams playing this mod. Like everyone's first say, the first thing that comes to mind with this is, oh look, Monica looks different here. Yeah, that's one of the things that the mod changes. Okay, I'll go first. Monica shakes her present. Ooh, it's light. I wonder what could it be. Very carefully, Monica takes off the wrapping paper and holds up the vinyl for us to see. Oh my god, I've been wanting this for so long. Yeah, look at it. They, at least in this aspect, they did well and kind of make her blend more with the rest of the girls. What is it? It's a vinyl of the greatest hits of my favorite band of all time. I mean, look at it. Doesn't Monica blend more? You know, because of the posing? It has to be Sayori. She's the only one I've told about this, guys. Yep, it was me. Sayori, this is awesome. Thank you so much. Sayori smiles proudly, her cheeks turning bright shade of red. You confused blue skies with rain clouds? Okay, yeah, I can see why. I can see why that can be confused. Both are sky related and clouds. Just like my background. Yeah. Now I feel like I want to go with rain clouds just to see why exactly it's apparently the butt of the joke. I feel like I want to go to rain clouds first before we go with the other mods. Now that you mention it. Anyway. Alright, it's Sayori's turn. So Sayori hastily tears off the wrapping paper of her present. Once she's done, all that's left is a small navy blue felt box. Oh, it's a box. Wait, and they're both Sayori mods, so when I joined it, so Sayori, I was like, shit. Yeah. I mean, for me, going through a Natsuki route right now, there's a lot of Sayori going on here. I mean, I get it why they're doing it. It's because we kind of have to we kind of need to reconcile, like, what exactly is Sayori to us now that we like Natsuki in this route. That's why I also feel a little bit conflicted, because I went with the Sayori route first with this mod. So yeah. She notices the hinges in the back and quickly opens the box. Oh, it's a bracelet! That's so cool! Without hesitation, Sayori puts the jewel-encrusted bracelet on and show it to us. Like, it's like, okay. So Rinka is literally just the main game, but Sayori's point of view. Okay. I can already see why. Yeah. But I'm really curious now. I feel like I should be playing that next. Before we go to the quote unquote good one, or quote unquote better ones. I don't know who got it for me though. I know it's not Rance. So who could it be? Monica? Nope. I apologize if it seems a bit basic. It's only jewelry. It's the only thing I can think of. Why are you apologizing? It's great, really. Oh, then I'm glad. Alright, who's next? Yuri? Sure. It's all original text except interrupting consummation Yuri being depressed. Okay. Again, as someone who went through the Sayori route of this mod, I can already imagine what kinds of quote-unquote literature, let's put it at that, what literature lies in that. With careful elegance, Yuri takes the wrapping paper off her gift and set it off to the side. Her present appears to be a wooden box with a logo engraved into the top of it. Judging by Yuri's expression, it seems she recognizes the logo. Cross? But that could only mean she opens the box. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Yuri holds up the present for all of us to see. It's a sleek red and black fountain pen with gold engravings on the side. You know, for a time, I was into fountain pens. Actually, do I still have the one fountain pen? I'm sure it's out there somewhere. But that's another kind of collection that luckily I didn't really go in deep, because otherwise that's gonna be one expensive hobby too. Speak on the topic of expensive hobbies, am I right? In the modern community, vanilla as in an original text from the game is only okay if it's used as a joke. Like the club being on the third floor or her gently and stuff like that. Mostly prefer for people to tell unique stories using the characters. And yeah, this is kind of exactly what Blue Skies is. I would say like maybe they still went to vanilla on the first part, and I get why. The premise of this is we don't get like the open the door bit and all of the other psychological horror that gets upon us, like the twist in the vanilla game. So I guess this is what this mod is going for, and that's why I did pick this up. Like I already knew what the vanilla game was. I already experienced playing the game myself, seen other streamers play the vanilla game, so it was time for me to get into like if there are mods out there that does things differently, and here we are. That's why we're here. That's why I'm here. But it goes pretty beyond that far. Yeah, I'm sure the good amount of mods do start vanilla first, so makes sense. But yeah, this fountain pen, was this Monica? Of course, guilty as charged. We can thank you enough. I've been wanting a cross fountain pen for a long time. Don't worry, I'll put this to very good use. Don't worry, Yuri, I know. Anyways, who's up next? Natsuki can go. I'm alright with being last. Fine, whatever. I'll go. Natsuki quickly unwraps my present, throwing the wrapping paper to the side. Because I also got a bunch of candy, I put everything in a small cardboard box rather than wrapping it separately. One by one, Natsuki pulls out the contents of the box. There's a lot of candy in here. Wait, what's this? Oh cool! I've been needing your utensils for so long now. Friends, this was you, wasn't it? Yep. Merry Christmas! Natsuki looks at the candy, then looks at me. Thanks. Alright, last but not least, me. I'll open my present, which is a large, heavy box. Biggest present out of all of us. Yeah, I'm excited to see what it is. I regularly take off the wrapping paper, expecting to find a cardboard box like the one I gave Natsuki. Instead, I find something completely different. Oh? Holy crap! This is the entire Bleach box set! Wow, we already assumed right away it's Natsuki. What? I never said I gave it to you. Well, I just figured it was you because I mentioned it to you before. So yeah, was it you? No, it was me. Just remember, I only got it for you because I had to. Oh. Anyway, thank you. Whatever. You're welcome. It looks like everyone got what they wanted. Definitely. I agree. Well, I'm not complaining. Indeed. Dude, you got a whole box set of manga. Do you know how much that is? I know because I tried. I went to a bookstore once, look up the price for a box set, and said, nope, it's not worth it. Like, I do want to get it someday, but again, I don't know where I can put like a full box set of manga right now. Space is kind of premium where I am at right now. Again, going back to the Monica's pose here. See, she kind of blends in a bit more. Thanks. I'm glad everyone liked it. Sir Hans. The movie. What movie do you had in mind? Have you guys ever heard of The Thing? Resell it to Facebook Marketplace with a 25% markup. Yeah, I've seen that happen too, Cap. Also, welcome in, Cap. All right, another recommendation from King Midas here is Doki Doki Summertime. The MC refused to Yuri's request to ever join the club. Ooh, yeah, that's another what if situation here. But then became friends with all the guys who club during the summer break of that year, started hanging with them. That's an interesting twist right there. That's another interesting. You can tell they're using the Yuri and Natsuki art from the real game, but Sayori and Monica were custom made. Yeah. Simultaneously, the girls nod their heads no. Well, the name does sound slightly familiar. It is a popular movie? Yeah, it's pretty popular. It came out in 1982, I believe. Oh, come on! What? Don't tell me this is one of those classics that stuck-up jerks who think their tastes are superior always talk about. There's a certain character that come in mind. No, this isn't Citizen Kane. It's better. I know a lot of people would disagree with you on that. Also, you gotta see Natsuki's dad. Someone commissioned really good art for him and just made it free for all mods to use. I will need to look it up. I will definitely need to look it up because I have always wondered, which is timely because we're doing Natsuki's route right now. Natsuki recently just opened up about her family situation to us, and at the back of my mind, I've been wondering, what does Natsuki's dad look like? It does sound like though that the modding community had, well, not really agreed upon, but the fact that someone did the art and has made it available for mod makers to use, that's a W. That's a W right there. If you have a Discord, I can send you an image. Yes, I actually do have a Discord. I do have a Discord server, and well, I am also Reds. My username on Discord is also Reds. Luckily, I did save that when I got it. But yeah, if you also want to join the Discord, then you can also join. Oh, I do need to also approve the memberships, by the way. So I'll probably get into it once, you know. It's a pretty new thing that Discord did. So that's how my server is pretty much set up. Alright, so that's what I thought, that the modern community has pretty much agreed that this is what Natsuki's dad looks like. Alright. How long is it? An hour and a half, I think? Alright, Natsuki's on board. Alright. Wait, Rance, is that the scary movie your dad showed us back in middle school? The one with the snowman? No, it's not that. Also, we watched that? Yeah, you don't remember? Apparently not. Weird. You'd think something like that would traumatize me. The girls let out a chuckle. Ah, here it is. What's this movie about? A bunch of scientists in Antarctica. How's that scary? Oh, Natsuki. I can see how they can make something about Antarctica scary. I'm telling you, Jones is the thing. No, he wasn't. McCready's jacket was outside. He was the one who attacked. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Yeah, application's pending. Okay. There you are. It's a good thing you knew. I like that that's a new thing that Discord's kind of doing. I just noticed it while I was tweaking around with the server settings and all of that. So welcome in. Yeah. You can by the way put it in in media sharing. By the way. Anyways. Everyone's so locked into the movie now. Oh, and general chat works too. Anything goes. All right, where's the game? Where's the game? Okay. I only have 2 monitors. I already have one screen on OBS and chat, and the other monitor with the game. It would be nice to have another monitor for Discord. Besides, we created fast blood test. He could have stolen the blood from the fridge and then made the blood test thing up to trick everyone. Why would the thing expose Palmer then? To trick everyone, duh. That's why McCready's the thing. Well, perhaps neither of them were the thing? There's a lot of inferences being made, but without solid evidence, you can rule out the possibility. No, the director said that one of them was infected. He just never said who. Oh, I see. I mean, I liked Windows. Oh, poor Windows. That's a bad way to go. Sorry, I was thinking about the operating system, which, by the way, yeah, Windows 10. The end is almost near for Windows 10, friends. I'm gonna stick around until the very end. I refuse to go to Windows 11. Because with my short experience with it, yeah. Or maybe because that's just me trying to. This is from someone who misses Windows 7, guys. All right. Enough operating system talk. Everything in that movie was a bad way to go. And sure enough, although I prefer getting shot in the face over being thingified. Yeah, the girls nod their heads in agreement. It's often portrayed as acting much more menacing than in that picture, but that's the model they use. I mean, knowing what we know about okay, I can see it. This definitely looks like a dad who is trying to make things work after being divorced, apparently. Yeah. Assuming that, that's how it goes for the other Doki Doki mods. But in Blue Skies, that's the situation here. Yeah, I can see it. I can see. Alright, what time is it? It's almost 9. Oh goodness, I have to get going. Yeah, me too. Thank you for having me, Rance. It was a pleasure. Anytime, Yuri. Have a good night. That is how it works in some mods, but usually we're going with the more still drunk interview style. Yeah. I mean, if Blue Skies also use this model, it will still fit. Not gonna lie, this one is still gonna fit. Also, welcome back, Sana. Thank you for continuing to lurk. I know that you're kind of out and about right now, but still. Or just having a good time. Also starting to explore other mods. So basically what we do after we're finished through Blue Skies, we have... It kind of feels like, yeah, I feel like... I feel good. I feel good about doing more Doki Doki. Just going back to my roots and all of that. The thing is, he actually looks like he'd be Natsuki's father. Yeah. Yeah, the artist really did pretty well. And it's kind of nice that, all of the other mods kind of agree in adapting it. So one show that we kind of it's kind of established now as like almost canon. It's still technically head canon for still, but I think this is what everyone's agreed on. I'm pretty tired. I'll go home too. Bye, Rat. Bye, Siri. Bye, Monica. Sayo and Moni. I like how they kind of shortened it if they need to go both people. And that just leaves us with Natsuki. Silence. I'm sorry about earlier. It's fine, really. Thanks again for the box set. This is the best present I've gotten in years. Yeah, it is headcanon, but the modding community has agreed. I love it. I love when the community gets together and pretty much establish, yes, this is what Natsuki's founder looks like. Thank you for the utensils and the chocolate. You're welcome. So Natsuki pushes her face into my chest. Thank you. I pat her head and gently run my fingers through her hair. Oh, we're getting a bit more intimate again here. Wordlessly, she slowly wraps her arms around my waist. At this point, I can hear my heart beating. It seems like an eternity before Natsuki finally lets go of me, and our eyes meet. Aww, I'm gonna go. Okay. Take care. She nods and heads for the door. And just like that, we have the house to ourselves. Once more. The house seems empty. More so than usual. Although, I'm not really focused on the house. My main focus is on the girl who just left. What are we? I'm sure I like her, but I don't know. And not knowing how to proceed definitely doesn't help things. No clue if she likes me back. Yeah, normally I would make fun of that, but to be completely honest, I felt the same way. Like, for real though, like we all know we've had our crushes. And then you wonder if whether your crush also likes you back. You know what? Actually, my first ever crush, I did soon discover that she also liked me back back then. But alas, it was already too late. She moved to a new school before we really had like the opportunity. So yeah, that was Raz's first heartbreak. The guy who commissioned the art even made a joke that includes a moment where Nat said, "Hey, I'm the one who paid for this look. I can do what I want with it." The fourth wall breaking right there. Yeah, the only crushes you ever realized also like you are the ones you missed your chance to act on. Yeah. I like to be her boyfriend, but if there's one girl I definitely can't rush things with, it's Natsuki. Still, I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how our relationship blossoms. Alright, nothing happened during Christmas on that one, it seems. Alright. Oh, that's Act 2. I still feel like we can do... Alright, we'll continue. We'll continue on. It's still early. It says while it's already 11:35. Yeah, that's still early. Okay, question mark, question mark, question mark. Who may I assume who I think who this is, but maybe not. Mom? Oh yeah, at least here we have MC's mod. So I know we've been talking about Natsuki's dad, but yeah, on this mod we got Mom MC. It's Mom, yes. To a lesser extent, Canon MC's mom, yeah. In one swift motion, I throw off the covers and rush over to my mom, embracing her in a tight hug. Not everyone uses it, but it's the most common one. Okay. So, yeah, which I get. Because I would say for some mods, they probably would want to do the MC like a different look. So I can see why this is kind of like the established one to a lesser extent. We're assuming that, this is how vanilla MC looks like too. Was there even a vanilla MC design? Probably there wasn't, but Mom is finally here. Came in last night when you were sleeping. You were still asleep when I woke up, so I went out and got us coffee. French vanilla, just how you like it. Aww. Tighten my grip around her. Best mom. Yeah, I try. Okay, you're kind of choking me. I'm sorry. Reluctantly, I let go of her. Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, vanilla. So vanilla MC, we kind of did get a glimpse of it. Okay, so I guess that's why we do have at least that reference. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here, let's have breakfast. We have a lot to catch up on. There's definitely a lot of things to fill in. Assuming that we haven't really talked much, Mom, since last time. She makes breakfast and grab my coffee out of the cup holder and sit down at the table. And do we not have any eggs? What? No, I bought some. They're in the way back, I assume. Ah, here we are. I don't know how I missed them, considering how barren that fridge is. When was the last time you went shopping? A week ago, maybe. I actually started to pick up cooking, so usually there's more stuff in there. That explains why there were bell peppers in there. I've never seen you eat them in my life. Oh, they're actually really good in omelets. Really? Well, you'll have to make them for me sometime. You can make them right now if you want. No, it's alright. I've missed making breakfast for us, to be honest. You be handling yourself alright? Yes? Yes, Mom. Good. Mom continues to make breakfast and slowly sip my coffee at the table. Eventually, she comes over, plates of eggs in hand. She sits down and we finally begin eating. People are very loosey-goosey with how they depict how the MC looks, and even more if they choose to include his mom. But there's the common one, though, interestingly, that very includes his dad. Yeah. I mean, considering that our main character here also has their parents separated, I don't think we really get to hear much from Dad. So what time did you come in last night? Well, my flight got here around 11 and I was home by 12. Wow, midnight. I'm expecting you to be up when I got home, but you were sound asleep. Yeah, I've been trying to get to bed earlier recently. Cooking? Going to bed at a reasonable time? Excuse me, but what did you do with my son? Okay, that's a quote right there. Yeah, in the main game, they just ignored that he had parents, presumably. Never referenced them. Yeah. It's kind of typical, though. Once we go into mod territory, it's a free for all. To a certain extent. In all seriousness, I'm glad you're taking better of yourself, Shins. Although I never expected you to get into cooking. What prompted it exactly? Oh, here we go. Time to tell Mom we like someone. Well, Mom, you probably know what's up. Oh, I know why. There it is. Okay, a little bit ahead there, Mom. Okay, circle back a bit. We're not yet at that point. She's not yet our girlfriend. What? No, I don't have a girlfriend. Yet. Ooh. I feel like this is gonna be the same conversation I will be having with my mom if it ever comes to that point where I do get a significant other. I mean, there was one time where I was pretty close. Alright. We're gonna spill everything to Mom here. Alright. So, her name is Natsuki. We met in the literature club, and we've been hanging out for a while now. She likes manga, so that's what we mainly talk about. She sounds like your type of girl, Eds. Oh, I mean, oof. She is. She's also really into baking. We made cupcakes together one time, actually. Oh, that reminds me, I haven't told you about the festival. The festival. Do we really want to open up that book again? Okay, so you know my school has a culture festival every year, right? Mm-hmm. The president of the literature club, Monica, made us do a poetry performance during the festival to attract members. Natsuki and I made cupcakes for that festival. Everything was going great, but then a bunch of idiots decided to come and see the performance. Their entire time, they were talking, laughing, throwing food. They were just being assholes. Language, young man! Exit music does get a bunch more into the idea of what the MC parents and CR's parents knew each other, so they're good judgments, to the point that they can contact each other. Which is cool for a Natsuki focus run. I mean, again, we're doing the Natsuki route, and we still get a lot of Sayori. So, I feel like one way or another, we're not gonna avoid a Sayori because just how close we really are. Whether that will be as friends or becoming lovers, if it comes to that, you know. Sorry, but that's the best way to describe it. I feel DMC here. Sometimes it is the cuss words that best explains it. She's best, the honorary little sister. Anyway, they completely ruined their performance. It was an absolute mess. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I don't like to see our lover mods, personally. Yeah. And that's the thing with Doki Doki. I kind of feel like the reason why we have a lot of people join into them, not only because of their original game and the shock value that initially introduced when it first came out, but now we kind of have like still a community that kind of just continues to build on the characters. You know, headcanons and all of that stuff. We don't really have much of a canon story as much as what the game already offers, but even that, some mods can kind of go around that, honestly. Again, drawing similarities again with the Pokemon ROM hacks, so there you go. What's nasty, Mom? Let me tell you. Monica was being all stuck up in icy, and Natsuki wasn't having any of it. It was not a fun day. Yeah, certainly does not sound like it. What'd you stay after that? If I were you, I would have left immediately. I hate drama. Yep, I did consider it. But Natsuki and Sierra really enjoyed me being in the club, so I decided to stay. Really? Did Natsuki say that? Well, not technically, no. My mother shakes her head. Even our mom tells us, just ask her out already. You obviously like her, and it sounds like she likes you too. I mean, this is already coming from our own mother. I believe we should trust her. I did try. Huh? Did she say no? Well, she didn't say no, but I don't know if I should say this. Mom here just going on. I guess the best way to describe mom right now here is just full on marites. Which, it's a Filipino expression, don't get me wrong, but that's basically how she is right now here. So, basically, she's just going on and on. Spill everything. Like, what is the tea? And we're gonna let Midas share his opinion of the girls here as well in a bit. Well, if you promise if you keep this between us. Oh, come on. How bad could it be? Oh, Mom. I feel like it's quite something. It's not what you think it is, trust me. Alright, sweetheart, I promise. And before we let that drop, okay. So here's Midas' thoughts of the girls. So Sayori, bestie, childhood friend, on her little sister. Kinda agree. Natsuki, the high school girlfriend you get infatuated with, but she will annoy you within 2 weeks. She's a realistic character, though I will admit she's the best poet. I also kinda like her style. Yuri's like your platonic friend, would connect over having similar ideas, interests, since literature and philosophy and enjoy each other's company. And Monica's kind of like her endgame girlfriend, yep. And I could conquer the world together. Which, yeah, unfortunately for this mod, we don't have a Monica route, but it is what it is. Alright, give me a moment. Okay. Alright. We're gonna let the trauma be dumped on our own mother here. Anyway, I invited Natsuki over so we could make some bentos together for lunch. I've been planning on asking her out for weeks, and I was gonna do it. Then we were just talking, and she brought up some heavy stuff. Her parents' divorce, her mom leaving, stuff like that. It was surprising. You and Monica, power couple. Yeah. I mean, isn't there a mod out there wherein you just kind of have like Monica kind of act like, how should I put this? Like, essentially a virtual girlfriend. I've seen those videos. There are many, yes. I feel like me talking about Doki Doki a lot today, I won't be surprised like the next time I open YouTube that I get exposed to Doki Doki content again. Yeah, just Monica. It may not be that one specific mod, but I'm sure there is that mod wherein you're just eternally with just Monica. But they kind of expanded it, more prompts, all of that stuff. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised like if there's already one out there wherein there's already AI integrated with the advances in AI already. Like, just look at Eurosama, for example. See, there it is, AI chatbot. It's not done yet. Yep. Anyway, I knew asking her outright there and then was a bad idea, so I dropped it. Haven't brought it up since. That's not what I expected. Well, when she brought it up, what did she say? Oh, not entirely sure. I was sick when it happened, so everything's a bit fuzzy. I know I said that I'm always gonna be there for her. That's about it, though. I don't know, man. What the heck are you supposed to say in a situation like that? I wouldn't know, sweetie. You did the right thing, however. I'm proud of you. Yeah. At least that's the one good thing that the MC also did. Well, MC's been doing good so far. But yeah. To be honest, I'm torn, Mom. How so? Well, I really like Natsuki, but at the same time, do I really want to deal with something as serious as that? Am I even mature enough to deal with that? Is it selfish of me to not date her because I don't want to deal with her problems? I just don't know what to do, Mom. I need some advice. Well, sweetie, I don't think you're being selfish. Alright, pull up a chair. Because we're gonna hear some advice here. By the way, now that I realize this isn't right, what is the story of this mod? I'm playing blind, but I do have this command for a reason. So I'm just gonna let that explain what this mod is. But essentially, I think it's just, each of the characters except Monica have different routes. In two of those, from what I know, we end up either dating them. Yuri apparently has a bad ending. So that's the extent that I really know. But yeah, it's heavily inspired by Kanoa Shoujo, which, goodness, that's a really old story right there. But yeah, that's basically the gist of that. It's good that you're admitting that you don't think you're ready for something like this. Most teenage boys just rush into relationships without ever thinking about it if they support their partner. That is true. Even then, I don't see why her parents' divorce is so paramount into deciding whether or not you two date. Well, there's more to it. She said that due to my problems since the divorce, her dad's been having some problems supporting them. Speaking of which, now we have the dad involved. Oh, well, is it serious? No, it's just a small problem that happens from time to time. Like when I run out of money for food. Well, that's cause you spend it on manga, dear. We don't mention that. Mom and I both chuckle. That is a good tension breaker right there. Well, when that happens to Natsuki, do you think you can be there for her? Yeah, I think so. Then you have nothing to worry about, sweetheart. Yeah, you're right. Alright, Mom providing the advice there. You will love our mom. Yeah, it really is a surprise to have our mom come back here. It's really great seeing them. And you too, sweetheart. So how's Sayori been? Sayori? Oh, she's been great. Except the part that we friend-zoned her in this route. But it is what it is. Well, we've been hanging out a lot more recently. It's really fun, actually. I'm not surprised. You two were almost inseparable as kids. I feel like I've gone through this before. I feel like it's been years, but Mom brings up the same story. Remember when you two got stuck up in the tree? Yes, I remember. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. So I brought that up at the Christmas party a couple of days ago. You had a Christmas party? Yeah, that was actually pretty fun. All the girls from the club came over and we did Secret Santa together. Natsuki got me this manga box set I've been wanting for a while, which is pretty sweet. Sounds like she really knows you, huh? Guess you could say that, yeah. That must be the mama. That must be. Oh, speaking of Christmas presents, Mom reaches into her work bag, which she placed next to the table. Here you go, Rance. Merry Christmas. What did Mom get us? I can't believe what I'm seeing. What is it? It's a brand new handheld games console. Aww. I really felt bad for missing Christmas this year. You know how much you're into video games, so here we are. Oh, this is awesome. Thanks a lot. Oh, our MC is really eating well this Christmas. He got the box set manga from... Should really ask her out, really. Ask Natsuki out. But we also get a handheld console from our mom. Aww. Wholesome. Anyway, I'm curious about this literature club of yours. What do you do there? Mostly we just hang out and do literature things. Peak dialogue right there. Define literature things, dear. You know, like reading and writing poems and stuff. So, are there reading assignments or anything like that? Oh, Monica does a thing where we all write a poem and get feedback on it. You've written poetry? I could tell by the tone of her voice that she finds me being a poet hilarious. Yes, I have. You gotta have to show it to me sometime. Yeah, that's not happening. Alright, sweetie, I'm gonna go lie down for a bit. I'm still tired from the flight. Let's go shopping later, though, just like old times. That sounds like fun. Good to hear. Can I trust you to do the dishes? Yeah, sure. You're such a good boy. I know. Oh. With that, Mom heads up to the stairs, leaving me with the dirty plates from my breakfast. I don't mind doing the dishes though. It's something I've gotten used to doing when I'm alone. Speaking of which, I'm already dreading the next time when Mom leaves on another business trip. Aww. It'll be hard readjusting to living by myself again, I can already tell. That only does mean that you should enjoy, yeah, while your mom is here. It's been a few hours since Mom and I spoke in the kitchen. My fingers have been nervously fiddling with the phone. Man, I really want to ask Natsuki, but something's just holding me back. And just like that, there's a knock on the door. Have you asked her it? Not quite. She looks down at the phone in my hands. You know, I was told once that if you never ask, the answer is always no. What's the worst that could happen? The worst that she can say is no. She says no. She won't, sweetie. Don't just say anything stupid and you'll be fine. But that's my specialty. Anyway, I'll leave it to you. I'll leave you to it. Dinner will be ready soon. Not as she departs. Anxiety wells up in my chest as I hesitantly boot up my phone. I look for Natsuki's contact, which isn't hard to find since she was the last person I texted. I take a deep breath. Don't mess this up, friends. You only have one thing to do. Okay, I just want to make sure this is shown. Okay, perfect. Hey, you get to see you texting. Hey, really? That's the text you send with? Oh, she's replying. Hey, what's up? Just hanging out. You know. Yeah. Haven't done anything today. It's been fun. Lol, I can imagine. So, are you good to talk right now? Yeah, what's up? How do I word this? Alright, well, you see my poetry and you know I'm not good with words. So I'm just gonna be straight with you. Here it is! And we're doing this through text, by the way. We're doing this through text. And actually with that, we do have an ad break coming up. So I'm just gonna let this simmer for a bit. And in the meantime, I'm gonna also take a quick bathroom break while we do. I'm just gonna need to get... Let me just get my BRB text up. I could have sworn I have this in this scene. Apparently not. Yeah. Apparently not. Alright. Alright. Ad break. I'm just gonna let this simmer, so... So, gonna be RB, y'all. Alright, technically we're still in ads, but I'm here. Has everyone simmered what we just witnessed? It only took us 3 hours before we finally get to the point. Well, 3 hours and then some streams before we got to the part that we finally confessed to Natsuki. Still weird that it's through text, but I guess, you know. Oh, there we go. Anime's already over. I'm still eating something. I did get a quick snack, so just give me a moment. I need to take this bite. You needed to cool down your phone in the fridge, Sana. Relatable, relatable. I've done that before. And you know, you can only imagine like how our hot weather is like here. I have literally done that. I have put my phone in a fridge before and like put it against the air conditioner too. That was the other thing. All right, let's continue and see how Natsuki responds to this text that we just sent over. Yeah, Hot Rider is really bad for the phone. Oh boy, that ain't good. Silence. Which means you can hear more that I'm eating. Oh boy, this ain't good. She's not saying anything. That's exactly what I just said. Oh, here we go. She's typing. Here's the thing. There was also someone that I liked before, and we kind of also did a lot of chatting, so I can understand like the tension here at the moment. You know, you're just seeing the 3 dots in, you know, the typing indicator. So I know they're trying to recreate that. And I don't think it's a long message. Because, you know, sometimes, and we've played Until Then before, so you know how in that game we see they're trying to type a message, then erase it and do another message. That's probably what we're seeing happening here on Natsuki's POV. I'm just quoting. I'm just screenshotting the good parts here. Never before have ellipses given me so much anxiety. You mean, like, you want to date and stuff? Yeah, that. It's official. It's literally official. And just a little funny bit here. I read that shirt like how it is in Tomodachi Life. Like, speaking of which, isn't it crazy that we're getting a Tomodachi Life now on Switch? Because that's how I read this message. Was gonna ask you out anyway, but this also works. Lol. Yeah, confessing through text. I mean, it's not really out of character for our MC to do that. Like, still, since it's still the weekend technically, you want to get dinner tomorrow? Oh, already setting up our first date. All right, I'll text the details later. Peace. And here's the thing. Like, I know it's not the norm to like send your confession through text, but here's another thought of that. The fact that you have that messaging thread out there, it's there for posterity. Like, wouldn't you screenshot this exact moment, this conversation, and then you have that as like a memory? Because I remember, okay, so not related to relationships, but back when I was in college, I received a text from one of I received a text wherein they told me that, like, Grants, you're one of our top, you're the top student from our graduating batch. Oh, no, not graduating batch, but in our class. And I was like, what? Like, I specifically remember it because it just came up in my memories. Like, for those who use Facebook here, you know how it reminds you of, past memories. And literally, my text message that was sent out was just me literally going, ah! Like, literally, this was my reaction. Like, chat, this was literally my reaction. I have the perfect sound emote to express that. That and just in text form. So that was me. So basically what I'm saying here is we should normalize like getting a love confession through text, because I'm sure it's something that you will stare at when it happens. Like, believe me, you're gonna stare at it for a long time. You can screenshot it and you'll forever have it as a memory. Like, I would literally like put it up on a frame too. Don't get it. But at the same time, I know that there's a disadvantage to this because, the nuances of writing everything text, sometimes it can be misinterpreted. So yeah, there's the other side of that, which I do get. But I digress. Yes, she said yes. You two are now officially a couple. You do have a girlfriend now. I love the first thing that you do after, which, to be fair, I get it. Your mom is here. Yeah. Of course, break the news first to your mom. What? She said yes. See? I told you. I'm proud of you, sweetie. Thank you. I feel like you can hear the neighbors just wondering, why are they shouting? Just when I thought I'd be single forever too. Not bad, Rans. DMC, not the actual Rans, but still not bad. Not bad in-game Rans, not bad. All right, I need a drink from all that pretend screaming. All right, is this the first date? Today's the day. It is. It's time for my first official date with Natsuki. So yeah, we hung out during the Christmas party, but that wasn't a date, so to speak. This time it will be official. We're going out to dinner and everything. Alright, who is messaging me at this hour? Oh, it's the, oh yeah, okay. Alright, give me a sec. This is an important message that I need to read. Okay. It's gonna be something that I'll be sharing details later. So that's why I say that message was important. Anyway, going back, I can practically hear my heart beating. I took upon myself to freshen up a bit beforehand. I even dressed a bit nicer than usual. Which I can get. It's a special occasion, isn't it? Anyways, I'm actually quite pleased with how I look. Knowing Natsuki though, she'll probably make fun of me for cleaning up. She will. It's not like I mind though, that's just who she is. Playful jabs at each other make up a good portion of our banter. The rest about it is about manga. Now, not that's a bad thing, mind you. Anyways, it's almost 6:30. Natsuki will be here any minute. Got her a box of complimentary chocolates. That's what you're supposed to do in first date, right? Well, yes, if you believe romantic movies. Regardless, I know that Natsuki will appreciate it for one reason or another. I bought it 2 days ago. It's been sitting on my desk ever since. I quickly head upstairs and go into my room. To my surprise, I don't see the box where I left it. Did it fall on the floor or something? I scanned the floor near my desk to no avail. Maybe I put it on my bed? I tear off the covers, only find nothing. Searching the blanket I threw on the floor, all still turns up fruitless. Where the hell did it go? Oh no. God, that's that's quite the knock sound there. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It's Natsuki. Nope, you're not kidding. Yep, it is her. Reluctantly, I head downstairs towards the door. As I pass by the kitchen, a small yellow box on the counter catches my eye. It's chocolate. I must have brought them downstairs and forgot about it. Natsuki's right. I am an idiot. With newly instilled confidence, here we go. I open the door to greet her. Hey, what's up? Hey. Look, lovely. Shut up. Yep, that's your typical banter right there. Here, come on in. Natsuki gets up inside and follows me to the kitchen. Here, got you these. I heard the box. It's a first date, so they seem like the right thing to do. Yeah, no, it's... Thank you. I didn't get you anything. That's alright. I guess we'll head out. Yeah. The thought hasn't sinked in that you two are now an official couple. Yeah, sure. Oh, that's quite a snowfall. Look at it. Oh, this is interesting so far. You haven't talked since we left the house, and Natsuki has been avoiding eye contact with me for a while now. Yeah. Things are really awkward. I rack my brain for ways to break the tension, but nothing comes to me. Where are we going anyway? I was just thinking we could go to this cafe in the city. Yeah, that sounds good. They better have ice cream. Ice cream? Oh. You know that there's that like ice cream song that has been trending? I've been seeing a lot of it while I go through my feed. Sorry, that's the first thing that comes to my mind now when ice cream is brought up. Isn't it a bit cold for that? Doesn't matter. I'm getting ice cream. See? Natsuki can be relatable here because even here, and this is something that we always kind of joke about because here in the Philippines, it is kind of we're in the season and probably for our neighbors as well that, you know, it's gonna be in the hot season. We're now officially in the dry season and it feels like we're gonna get hotter temperatures as we go through this month and definitely in May. But despite how hot the weather is, we're still gonna drink our coffee hot. So, to a certain extent, Natsuki is the opposite here. It may be freezing outside, but you're going to get ice cream. Well, if you're sure, I am. Hopefully they have strawberry. Well, we now know what Natsuki's favorite ice cream flavor. Strawberry? Excuse me? Hey, what's wrong with strawberry? It's not cookies and cream, that's what. It's literally the ice cream song. Now we just need someone who likes chocolate flavor now. But yeah, cookies and cream is actually my favorite ice cream flavor too. So again, me and the MC are really on the same wavelength here sometimes. Cookies and cream? Are you an idiot? Hey! Probably, but at least I have good taste in ice cream. Alright, that's a good comeback there. Aha! Sure. If I wanted cookies, I get actual cookies. Not some vanilla ice cream knockoff. Natsuki, you don't understand. Oh, you like strawberry? Your opinion regarding ice cream doesn't count. Oh, shut up! Alright, we're here. This seems nice. Yeah, I've been here a couple of times. Laura and I sometimes come here whenever she's in town. It's not very often though. She has good taste then. She sure does. Compliments to Mom once again. Hostess calls out to us to sit where we want, and Natsuki quickly chooses a table next to the window as she slips her coat onto the back of the seat. We both sit down and talk for a bit while we decide on what to order. Natsuki decides on sashimi with strawberry ice cream for dessert, naturally. I just go with a nice miso soup and carrot salad. We put our orders into the ticket machine and sit back down. So, read any new series recently? Well, there's this one series I picked up, but I couldn't stand reading it. Was it that bad? Yep, it was called Missions of Love. It was about this girl Yukina who sort of like Yuri. The whole thing was about how Yukina started blackmailing this popular guy Shigure into doing romantic stuff. That sounds illegal. It probably was. It was so boring though. It was literally just manga tropes, nothing else. I read about 5 volumes, but nothing happened. One of the reasons I love Power Free Girls so much. Okay. Otherwise, I was gonna throw you guys into the technical difficulty stream. Sorry about that. Looks like we lost. We had some equipment failure happening here while I was reading that line. So, I think it's all recovered now. I think we're good. Are we still live? Okay, we're still live. Are we still live on? Okay, YouTube is kind of doing its best. Okay, YouTube is kind of going to be a bit scuffed for a bit, unfortunately. But hey, doesn't seem like Twitch is complaining, so we will push through. Alright, one of the reasons I love Parfait Girls so much is because there's always something happening. There's always character development. In Missions of Love, there was just filler. Oh, well, there goes Twitch also complaining. Okay. Give us a sec while I try to figure something out here. I don't think I'm gonna need to throw you guys into a technical difficulties. I think. Okay. I think Twitch is just reporting the unstable ones. On my OBS, the bitrate's fine. I think it's just saying that. Okay, the poor network connection. We didn't fully disconnect though. I think so. It says 26. Okay, there's like a 20-second delay, so I think we should be good. I think we should be good. It only took us like 3 hours and almost a half till we got something scuffed, so we're good. Unless chat says otherwise, but we will proceed. Assuming that everything should still be fine, even though Twitch and YouTube tells me otherwise. Except there wasn't any development. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we lost game audio. Okay. Good thing I checked. All right, give me a moment. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get back up. Or are we just not gonna get game audio? Apparently not. Okay. All right. Let me find some way to get game audio back. This is the kind of scuff that does happen on my channel, huh? Okay. I think we could go with this one. Oh, I think this is the kind of one. This happened on my affiliate anniversary stream when game audio is just not working. All right, how should we do this then? Should I just push through? You guys won't hear anything from the game. Yeah, I think during the equipment failures, one of the things that failed is the thing not capturing audio. Yeah. Yeah, not much I can do here. All right, I guess we'll just continue to push through. And then I guess we'll have to wrap it up here. Kind of sucks that we have to cut it short a bit because of some technical issues. You know what? Okay. You know what? I'll go ahead and just restart OBS. Maybe that's what we'll need to do. All right. I'm going to throw you guys into technical difficulties. We'll see if restarting OBS, that means temporary interruptions will happen. But we got to do what we need to do here. I don't feel like really ending just yet anyways. So let's see. All right.